one day I'm gonna have the live where it's gonna see the both of us because the people want to see you, man.
No, man, I'm ugly.
Oh my God, man, come on now. The people want to see you. People want to see who I'm talking to. Well, they are gonna see it when they go on YouTube and look at the video. So
Very true.
very true. So know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. And 5, 4. Actually, move. Fuck off. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Fuck it. What's good, y'all? It's your guy Bendu.
Wrapped out shit. Shizzy Mac, you know what it is. The Velvet Boys are back in the business.
Yes, another episode of Extendo Clip Podcast, man. I'm ready to get into this, John, today, man. What we got to talk about today?
Man, you already know what we talking about.
Yeah, that Disney Plus shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like, all of the rumors they were talking about, like, everything from, like, Henry Cavill supposed to appear, which would have been, like, people forget the fact how petty Feige is towards DC.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, for sure. They forget.
Like, he literally made Civil War because of Batman versus Superman.
For sure.
Like, straight up. Like,
for sure.
So he's definitely petty towards DC, and I can see him doing that. And I think they are. I think they've been talking. I just don't think they have a role for him yet.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how you just don't cast him as Hyperion. Or
that's what I thought that was the rumor. I thought that was what they was doing.
Well, it's two roles they've been talking about. They've been talking about Captain Britain for him.
I remember that one.
Yeah, and also what is it? And Hyperion.
Hyperion, yeah.
They have their what is his face? Dane Cook as Black Knight, because I would have said Black Knight too, just to keep that Witcher theme with him and everything. But
yeah,
they already got casted on Jon Snow, whatever. I forget what the fuck his name is, but
whoever the fuck he is.
Yeah, the Game of Thrones nigga. I can't say, bro. I could never get into Game of Thrones, bro.
Me neither.
Too much incest, unconsensual sex, and like, I don't like it. It's not good.
Man. Well, I don't get into shows anyway, so I mean,
yeah, it's just not for me. But they were even talking about John Boyega supposedly was supposed to be getting a role in something too. Like,
it was like a few people from Star Wars that was supposed to be getting roles. Well, no. They said somebody from Star Wars was getting a role. So yeah, all right, say that. He's solid.
And I don't know if he would come back to Disney right now because he's pissed off on the treatment with Star Wars. They did a lot of the actors dirty with this new trilogy.
Oh damn.
He feels there's a racial context because if you look at the American and like European posters and shit, and then you look at the posters in China, he's like minimized in it, but it's like they're trying.
And he's one of the main characters.
Yeah, and that's where it's like, I'm just gonna say it quickly, and we're not gonna go down this rabbit hole too much, but I call bullshit on that because if you go to China and you know the history of China and black people, it's like laughable on its face to try and say that. Like, are there probably racist people in China? Yes.
Yeah.
To say China as a country is racist, it's kind of laughable.
Right.
Again, given their history with black people, especially black people from the United States.
Right.
But regardless, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
He feels some type of way about that. He didn't like the way they treated Finn. He basically feels like they used him as a bait and switch, like, because in a lot of the marketing materials for Force Awakens, they had him holding a lightsaber and everything. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're getting a black Jedi," and then they just give it to the white bitch. So he was kind of pissed off about that, and rightfully so, because like from rumor is that they pitched it to him as that he was going to be a Jedi basically.
Wow.
Last minute they were like, "Oh no, it's going to be Rey," and yeah. So
now you were saying something about that's a whole nother conversation, the politics and all that. Where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me on American Autopsy. Haven't been streaming a lot lately, honestly, but and doing a lot of content on there. But I definitely have a wide variety where I talk about China a lot on my channel. Okay, I debunk a lot of the propaganda going on. So yeah, but that's what I do over there. But I try to keep it off of here, because people don't, I always want Filmmatic to be something where we could talk about film and shit like that. But lately, politics is just fucking
it just comes
affecting
out.
everything. Yeah. It sucks, and that's coming from somebody I love talking politics, and it's like I don't like it in a lot of these spaces. You see it coming out with shows like She-Hulk. Honestly, like
feel that
the battle, there's no middle ground with anything. You're either it's either fuck She-Hulk or you love her. You feel me?
Facts.
And it's like that with everything. There's no, and not even like a middle ground, but just like an alternative view of, because I hate people that say they're in the middle.
I feel that.
That means you're undecided. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Like I get, with personal stuff I get, like personal life stuff, all that I get. I mean, like in the grand scheme, like societal things. To me, it feels like when you say you're in the middle, you just don't want to like
give that answer,
get canceled by either side.
Yeah,
that's how it feels to me.
That. Yeah,
scoot that just a little bit. My bad. but yeah. So that's why I try to keep it separate from the Filmmatic,
right?
And everything, and just another avenue for me to talk about something other than politics. But I was just like and I love John Boyega. I think he's an amazing talent. But I'm like, yeah, like I don't think you should look into exactly why that happened. It's the same thing they try to say, like, oh, like look at Mulan. Like, so a bunch of like people were boycotting Mulan because
I saw that.
Yeah, apparently, like they were like, oh, they filmed some of the film at a concentration camp, and it's like
I heard about that.
Yeah, I've literally like so that's the thing that's going on now. They're accusing China basically of like rounding these people called the Uyghur Muslims up in concentration camps, basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I've done video after video where places they've said are concentration camps are literally fucking high schools.
Yo.
They're not even using advanced satellites. They're literally using like Google Earth type shit.
Yo.
Like, so just people go watch my channel. I talk about it on their American Autopsy.
Yeah.
Like I do a lot of debunking of that stuff, but I just talk politics in general. I mean, it's the same thing with Russia. You see how every villain now that we're going through this shit with Russia is Russian now, or they make any Russian character basically a fucking buffoon.
That's
basically.
facts, though. That's big facts.
But that's Hollywood, though. I don't know if we talked about it. I mean, I guess we'll veer off of D23 real quick and just
wait a minute, because we will veer off and then be
we're gonna
in
come
a
back.
whole
We're
new...
gonna come back. We're gonna get back on the
No, we didn't talk about this last episode.
I don't think we did.
We did. Not the last one, the one before that. When we was talking about how politics is in all these movies and how you step back from movies a little bit because of how shit you seen. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm here, bro.
It's crazy, and you pick it up a lot. Honestly, like you definitely pick it up a lot. Like, but that's what's going on with the She-Hulk stuff. Like,
okay,
I think that's why you see a lot of people pissed off with Marvel right now.
Yeah, because
they're basically pushing these like identity politics. Like,
damn,
every character like. It's not that they're good characters, it's that they're black, which makes them essentially a good character instead of like, why don't we just make good characters? And if they happen to be black, you know, they're black.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, and it sucks because then when you have great characters, for example, like Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain America,
yeah, or
Jane Foster as Thor, like, yeah, you're race swapping one character and you're gender bending another character. But they turned out to be fire stories. Like,
yeah, that
was one of the things about, you know, Thor: Love and Thunder that I thought was less compelling. You know, they didn't make her story as compelling as it could have been. But that's what I hope they learn with Phase 6, and that's why I'm kind of looking forward to what they announced at D23 as well. Just like and Secret Invasion kind of seems like a step in that direction out of the comedy stuff and, you know, the identity based stuff and more jokes on me because like literally the whole movie's about people's identities. But
Phase 6?
What do you mean?
That's what they're going into, Phase 6?
Well, they said Black Wakanda Forever ends Phase 5 and Secret Invasion comes out next year.
Shit, I'm tripping, bro.
Or Phase 4 ends Phase. I'm tripping. Phase 5.
All right, yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, because Wakanda Forever ends Phase 4 and then we're going into Phase. So Secret Invasion is in Phase 5.
Got you.
That seems like a step in the right direction to me. Like, going back to, and especially to the formula that really like elevated Marvel past like the Avengers comic book film and into like, they can make solid films with Captain America, the Winter Soldier. That was the film. Oh, these can actually be like
they can actually
solid
make
film. So it seems like it's going to be in a tone of that, especially like because you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
When he pulled up on Rhodey, he was like,
how much you
know about your bodyguards? He was like, what do you mean? Rhodey's like, just what? Now, you know James from Walmart, right?
Yeah.
He put a theory in my head that fucked my shit up,
bro.
He said, I think we're going to find out in the show that Nick Fury was a Skrull
the whole time because he didn't have the drone on. And then, like at the end, he had the drone on. So maybe that's him being the one without the patch is a Skrull or whatever. I don't know,
bro. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part.
But that's what it is. It's like, shit, we don't know who's gonna be.
Exactly.
Like, that's the whole thing. So
and it's like, how does this? So did Fury ever have the idea for the Avengers, or was this?
Or was it a Skrull? Ooh.
And like how we like thought, because my theory originally was I never, because I was like Marvel wouldn't do that, and I don't know if they would have done that, but I'm like my original theory was that Nick Fury was the Fury we saw all along. Maybe they would have retconned a couple scenes where like, okay, like when he went to go see Tony at the barn, that was real Fury. But nigga in the spaceship in the first Avengers, that was a Skrull.
That was a
type
Skrull.
shit. That's why he was shooting so good and things like that. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I don't know. But you know, just random moments where Fury had to step to go do something else. Skrull stepped in, like how they did it in Far From Home.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say that like basically if Nick Fury popped up on Earth anytime after Endgame, because I think that was really him that got dusted.
Yeah.
I think that was really him.
For sure.
But any time after that, after Endgame, he's been a Skrull.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like.
I can see that.
Yeah, because in No Way Home, he was like Nick Fury's been off Earth for however long.
And then it started the trailer. He came back in that spaceship.
Yeah, looking like a fucking alien and shit. I'm like,
for real. Like as soon as he came down, like it showed him in that alien.
But that's why I kind of buy into that, because like even though like I think that would be the human Nick Fury if James's theory is true. I think that would be the real one. Yeah. But he would be alien to everybody else because he's been gone. He's been locked on a spaceship somewhere for however many years.
Facts.
So I don't know. And then in the comics, like you see that like they put them in these pods so they didn't really age. So if they took him when he was in the 90s, like how are they going to explain that? You feel me?
And didn't they have like pods in the trailer? Like if you look close, like
that's what I was saying.
Okay.
But I'm saying, how are they going to explain that? Are they going to like de-age him again? Which I hope they don't. It looked good in Captain Marvel, but I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, I feel that. I
want to go back to that.
You talking about where they show the visual effects and then they make the
like I would rather. I want Sam Jackson as we know him now.
Yeah,
that's the one I want.
For sure. Yo,
so.
He looked
good, bro. Yeah, Black don't crack, bro.
Well, I wasn't saying that. It's just that the
I was just saying he how old is Sam Jackson?
Bro, that nigga looked old when he was young.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how it was back in the day. Them niggas that played basketball, bro, like them niggas was young as shit, looking like they was 60.
60, yeah. Fucked up hairlines and all that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I would never.
But I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like this trailer, like it really excited me a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I think they might debut Super Skrull in this too. Hopefully,
that's the bull that was screaming, and he had like the.
That was the bull when Talos, Ben Mendelsohn's character, went to go. That black dude, and like they all turned into the same black dude.
Yeah. Facts.
I think that's gonna be the Super Skrull.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And because that was hard.
Yeah,
that was hard.
That's where it's like, and then Martin Freeman's character's in this too.
Yeah, Black Panther.
How is this gonna tie into Black Panther? Like, are we gonna find out some characters are Skrulls from Wakanda? Like,
facts.
I mean, look, I know they've already decided what they're going to do with Chadwick's character. I would have been like, maybe that's the way you bring in a new one, but I know they're not going to do it.
Yeah, they definitely not doing that.
Like, what if we find out like fucking Nakia was a Skrull or some shit? Like, that would be crazy, bro. But that's what Secret Wars was in the comics. Like,
and that's tough.
And no, it was never my favorite run.
Yeah,
I literally, the only reason I picked it up was because in the beginning of the story, so some shit happened. They were like, the heroes were battling something.
Okay.
I think they may have even been fighting each other because Secret Wars takes place in the aftermath of Civil War. Or Secret Invasion, my bad, Secret Invasion. Mm-hmm. And basically Elektra got killed, and when she died, it was revealed that she was a Skrull. And that's how the whole thing popped off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's where I'm like, okay, they could do something with that. Yeah. But that's what made me pick up the comic and everything like that.
Right.
But they could even like bring it. That's how you could bring into the fold like Daredevil's. I don't know. There's so many things you can do with this, but I do know that Secret Invasion led to the rise of Norman Osborn as the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. And he dissolved S.H.I.E.L.D. and turned it into Hammer and started the Dark Avengers.
Oh, that's tough.
And that's why we're getting out of. We could talk about that too in a minute, Thunderbolts, but that's how you get Dark Avengers. But we're getting our Dark Avengers version of that via the Thunderbolts. But again, like, that's not the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
We'll get to that because that kind of pissed me off. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of pissed me off.
I can feel that.
But yeah, so I'm excited for this. This is honestly the thing I was most excited about that I heard, like especially after Thunderbolts and Black Panther really let me down, bro. My expert, like I don't know if I'm gonna go see Thunderbolts now. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to see I'm going to go see Black Panther.
Yeah.
But they basically revealed Homegirl's Black Panther there. Shuri.
They did? When did they? Oh, at D23. Pearl.
And I'm not excited about that at all because I did not. You already know I didn't want her as Black Panther.
I know you didn't, but at the same time,
and it's not.
We saw it coming.
And it's not because she's a woman. It's because there's other women and people around her more qualified to be Black Panther than her. Like,
or Michael B. Jordan, just bring him back, man. Just bring him back. But I mean, listen,
she's not Chadwick, bro. And then on top of that, she's not Chadwick. Like Chadwick, he wasn't charismatic as Black Panther. He played like a more reserved, stoic Black Panther.
Yeah,
like his character, he could have played charismatic if he wanted to, the suave, like kind of how he's depicted in the comics, where he's literally like a Black Bond in the comics. That's how they depict him a lot.
For sure.
He played more like a regal, stoic, reserved type of character. Honestly, how they portray Thor a lot in the comics, honestly.
Okay.
In that manner. So, but yeah, that was the one I really liked a lot. Werewolf by Night was fascinating too.
See, I didn't see that one. I saw you did a reaction to that one too.
That one looks interesting. Like it's riding that campy, like it reminds me of like the those Tarantino films he did with Robert Rodriguez, like
Planet
Terror, and Planet Terror and Bulletproof and all that.
Okay,
it reminds me of that, just obviously less violent, but that joint looked kind of violent in the trailer. Like you saw some blood splatter in that joint.
For real, that's how they come in.
I don't know if it's gonna be like that. I mean, they got Daredevil, bro. They literally have a scene in Daredevil. Punisher shoots half a guy's face off with a fucking shotgun, and they show it, and that's on Disney Plus.
In Daredevil?
Yeah.
In season 2?
Season 2. That's on Disney Plus. Like Luke Cage Luke Cage claps Jessica Jones' cheeks on camera. They don't show like the meat and everything, like, but they show enough. Show enough in that joint. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a very like the Netflix stuff was very mature. I would say outside of Iron Fist, they would have violent scenes in Iron Fist, but it was just violence for the sake of violence. Like,
okay,
it was dumb. Iron Fist was dumb. Just recast him, honestly. Yeah, don't even watch that. You don't even worry about watching that. Don't even, just erase it from your mind.
God, I don't even know what we talking about right now.
He's only good in the Defenders, and Defenders was meh.
Yeah,
but it's like episode in season 2 of Luke Cage where they actually did the Power Man and Iron Fist episode.
Okay,
perfect.
Yeah,
I was literally, I'm like, y'all couldn't do this on his show the whole time. Literally everything. Like after I watched the episode, I was like, I know why they cast him now. That's literally Danny Rand. I'm looking at Danny Rand, and now he's not going to get the chance to play it.
Damn,
because they bombed his show so bad.
Jeez, and they don't even want it to come back.
I think they're going. What sucks is I think they're going to cast the Asian guy to be culturally appropriate, but the whole point of the comics is for him to be a guy. Well, Guy Jin, even though it's like more Chinese centric and everything, but to use a Japanese term, Guy Jin, which is like outsider and things like that. Like that was the whole point of Iron Fist. So.
Right.
But Secret Invasion, I'm hyped for that. Let's go ahead and roll in the Thunderbolts.
Okay.
I don't know why they don't just call this Super Soldiers.
Super Soldiers, right? Because who's in it?
That's not even the Thunderbolts, bro.
Taskmaster.
That nobody liked. Everybody hated that character. Like this is what's so this is what I'm talking about with like the woke stuff. This shit right here, right there. Everybody, and I like that actress. Her name's like Olga Korolenko or something like that.
Okay.
Like I liked her character.
Right.
I like the actress a lot. Her character sucked in the movie.
Dang.
Did you even see Black Widow?
No.
Oh, her sister, like Yelena.
Yeah.
She was good in the movie. She was good.
The one that she was in
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah. She was literally like, it was funny as shit because she would like make fun of her for being an Avenger throughout the whole movie. She was like, why do you do the poses? Like making fun of her.
Oh, she's making fun of Black Widow.
Making fun of Natasha because they're like sisters. It's like her sister.
Yeah.
Like it's funny as shit, bro. It's fun. She was hilarious in the movie, and I wanted to see more of her. I wanted her on this team.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do you got to bring the fucking David Harbour back?
Oh yeah. Who was he? Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. And make him like he can be in the movie. I'm not mad about him being in the movie. Don't make him part of the team.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like you got Abomination now. They just did his whole thing in She-Hulk, so they kind of reformed him now.
Yeah.
Then Homeboy passed away. William Hurt passed away.
Yeah.
So you can't get Red Hulk.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, so go with Abomination. I would rather, but then there's another character that's kind of like their heavy hitter. I forget what his name is. He's basically like Atom Smasher, like mixed with Ant-Man. He can like get bigger and shit. He could grow tall and everything like that. They could have used him.
Okay.
So many other characters they could have used. Like and then on top of that, recast Taskmaster. It's not that people don't like her because she's a woman. People don't like her because her character sucked ass in the movie. It was horrible.
Dang. See, I didn't even tune into it. Like,
yeah, like the concept of Black Widow was like it's a lot of the feminist stuff they've been pushing and a lot of the stuff.
Right.
But it can work. It's just that you guys do it so ham-fisted. Like,
yeah.
and it's like I bring up Jessica Jones all the time. Speaking of Netflix, like we just did, I feel like they did it the best. Jessica Jones on paper is a bitch. She should be completely unlikable.
For real.
But they do little things in the show to make you understand why she is the way she is. So when she's being like a snarky bitch and everything, like she's a bitch in the show, but you understand why.
Yeah.
And they don't like smack you in the face with her shit. You feel me? With like, oh, this man did horrible things, so that's why I am the way I am. Deal with it. It's like, no, people react to her being a bitch. Like they react back to it. She like isolates herself.
Okay.
But they bring that up as a like that's not a good thing that you should do. Like, you know. So, but they explore those things and they let the elements of the superhero genre drive the story.
Right.
As opposed to letting the character's identity as like a woman drive the story. And that's essentially what I think they're doing with Thunderbolts is that they're like Yelena should not be like she's capable. Nobody's saying she's not capable.
Yeah.
Bucky should be in charge of this team. Straight up, Bucky should be in charge of this team,
and he's not.
She's front and center. They got her front and center as if she's the leader.
But I saw a picture. Bucky was front and center too, though.
But off to the side. Like, let's be real. Bucky's gonna be like, "I'm here to support you, girl."
Okay.
He's there to be a little beta blue bitch. That's basically what he's there to be. Let's be real.
Oh shit.
And it sucks because that's like you can do such amazing things with these female characters. But they want to keep focusing on like because of the fact they got a vagina between their legs, they can do no wrong. They're perfect. They don't need to be mansplained on how to do their job as a assassin or whatever. It's so like it's so obviously she does because she couldn't fucking take out Hawkeye. So obviously she needs some talking to.
Damn.
Yeah, like mansplain away, Bucky. Do it. Nah, I'm joking, but that's my issue with a lot of these, you know. These female characters that they're building in the MCU now. Like we loved Natasha. We love Black Widow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She like I loved how they turned her into like the mother. Like previously when you're first watching the Avengers, you're like, all right, who's gonna get with Black Widow?
Yeah.
But after that, like I could never see any of them getting with her because she was like a sister, more like a mother towards the end, honestly.
Seriously.
Like for even to Steve, and Steve's older than her, but she's like acting like his mom and
right.
like Endgame shit. Like,
right.
I like that dynamic between them. And then obviously I feel like her and Hawkeye's relationship, because they didn't show you a lot of it, is the unsung relationship in the MCU. Like it's so bright. Sure. Like when you see, like, I know you didn't watch Hawkeye, but there's moments Jeremy Renner kills it, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
you can tell like the way he's acting, like he goes to the Avengers Monument in New York where the Battle of New York from the first one. They got like a plaque there now at like where Avengers Tower used to be.
Oh shit.
And he went there. You just like see him like talking. He's like, I miss you. Like it's all in his voice, bro. But no tears or nothing. It's just in his voice. You could tell.
Oh yeah, but Jeremy Renner, he's bull.
Bull. He's bull.
He been bull. He
yeah.
Bull, like.
So he like their relationship to me is like the most unsung relationship, and it's not talked about enough. Everybody talks about like Banner and Tony or Tony and it's always with Tony. Like and Tony and Cap, but it's really like to me Nat and Clint is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And they're able to pull. That's another thing too about Barton. I know we're going off on a side tangent, but he's like, it's like I've never seen them portray a male character. Like he attracts a lot of women around him. You ever noticed that? Yeah. Like he interacts with a lot of women, but it never comes off in like a sexual manner.
Facts.
Which is kind of dope in that manner because like in real life, although like you see a good looking woman like Natasha, like you're gonna be attracted to her, but the way like their relationship builds, in a more realistic. Like I just think about a lot of the female friends I have and how our relationships and friendships built. Like it seems natural.
Did you say Clint?
Clint, Hawkeye. Yeah.
But he got a whole family though. So why
that too, but it's like I don't know, man. Because they didn't reveal that till Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Even before then. So like I don't know. He comes off like as like a fatherly figure too. Like
facts he does.
It's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy.
Facts.
So like Nat is like the mom is Mama Bear, Clinton's Papa Bear, I guess. Like,
yeah, seriously.
It's crazy. Like I even like how Clint be like putting niggas in their place, bro.
Oh
like,
yeah. Then he put what's the name?
He put Tony in his place.
Then he put Thor in his place.
He was like, what are you crying? He said, go get your hammer and you go talk to the red floating guy. Yeah. I'm like, oh Clint, Clint, bro, Clint, Mama not here to tell him to calm down. You better chill, nigga. Bro, I don't care if you a Viking or not, nigga. nigga.
Yeah.
I'll smack that fat Alfie boy.
Yeah.
That's when he was fat.
Facts. Ooh, that's shit.
But yeah, so that's what I'm really like. I like those relationships in the MCU. But Thunderbolt, like I said, but going back to I'm probably gonna go see it still. I know I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, but I feel like these are movies that,
and maybe they might change things because it's a while. I think that's actually closing out Phase 5. So
what, Thunderbolt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll be yeah. So what we doing, man? We taking this?
Oh yeah. Well, I got a Johnski, so
you definitely got a salute.
Oh yeah, salute. But
cool.
Oh yeah, another thing we didn't talk about this in the pre-production meet, but you know, I did that made this a video. We did the pre-production meet, you know, niggas be, you know, we be talking, you know, we official out here, nigga,
official,
thorough, nigga.
Official tissue. You understand what I'm talking about?
Facts, but they didn't talk about they announced that they brought back the leader, Samuel Stearns from Incredible. Yeah, thank you. From Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, with the the big ass head. Yeah, they say he coming back.
Yeah, but it's weird in Captain America. I'm like, okay, like we'll see how that works out. Because honestly, I would have liked one of the villains, and I hope they still do it, to be Sharon Carter. Because you didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, did you? It was revealed she was basically like kind of a villain now, basically Sharon Carter.
Okay, and
it's more interesting because, let's be real, she was just the hot chick that Steve Rogers was using to get, which is kind of weird too, because she's her niece, Peggy's niece. So it's kind of weird.
Oh shit! You
didn't know that?
The blonde hair girl.
The blonde hair girl. That's Peggy's niece.
Okay, yeah.
Or her great niece, whatever.
Yeah.
But
you said she's a villain now?
Yeah. She's called the Power Broker.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that happened in Falcon and Winter Soldier?
She was the one that gave all those like super soldiers in that show the super soldier serum.
Wow.
Yep.
What was her motive behind that? What was her whole thing?
She just is fuck the government type shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because so afterwards they revealed that basically like when she gave Steve and them the shield, like she basically betrayed the country, basically. So she had to dip out. And yeah, that's that shit.
That's that shit.
So she had to dip out or she was going to get arrested type shit. And she fled to Madripoor.
Okay.
It's like a city from the comics and shit.
Yeah, okay.
She fled there and had to claw her way up to the top, and she just did it by, you know, stealing art, all types of shit. And then, but they knew she was like stealing art and everything. They was like, all right, you're doing a little bit of shady shit, but we get it. Like you on the run, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But they didn't know she was into like the super soldier serum shit, all that. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. But they don't know though. That's the thing. They don't know.
Who, Bucky and them?
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
Damn.
And they got her they got her charges like removed and she got reinstated back. So now it's like it was a post-credit scene from the show where she's like, "Oh, we got all this access to all this shit now." Like she's a villain, but she's like, I'm just trying to make money type shit. That's what it seemed like. She's not like a principled villain. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but it kind of puts a pin in my theory, which I thought like they were going to bring back Homeboy. They were going to bring back Chris Evans as Hydra Thor.
Oh yeah.
Or Hydra Cat, which I want so fucking bad.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember we was talking about that.
That storyline is
hard.
Fucking hard, bro. That storyline is hard, bro. Oh my god, that storyline is hard.
So
Secret Empire. A lot of people hated it, but I fucking loved it.
Is that a rumor that he's coming back, or is he coming
rumored,
back?
So now they're talking about him coming back in Secret Wars,
and they said
they're going to do it there.
They said that Ryan Coogler is up to direct that June.
What, Secret Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he's not. I don't think he is.
I didn't see that.
Oh no, yeah, I was about to say the Shang-Chi director, but he's doing Kang War.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just rewatching Loki, like I said, bro. I think Jonathan Majors is gonna kill it, bro.
Oh,
I think he's gonna kill it.
And I was just thinking about, I was watching the episode we did. How you said that he's gonna kill Ant-Man.
Yeah,
that's gonna be hard.
Crazy,
that's gonna be hard. Not that I want Ant-Man to die or anything like that. It's just that that's gonna be a way. Like that's
they gotta do it
the best way.
They gotta do it cool though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like, it's Ant-Man. Like you're gonna see like why is Kang better than Thanos, bro? Remember when he killed it's Ant-Man, nigga. Our intro to Thanos, he beat the shit out of Hulk.
Yeah,
so you gotta make it. You gotta make it good.
Yeah, so
because it is Ant-Man. He's one of the weaker. Like If I had my choice, I would have had him come out taking out Doctor Strange.
Damn.
Because I remember there was a leak that was saying that the script for Doctor Strange. So originally, I don't know how true this is. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the post-credit scene for that was supposed to be Kang kidnapping Doctor Strange and taking him to the quantum realm. And then the plot for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania was supposed to be them pulling off a heist to rescue Doctor Strange from the quantum realm.
What happened with that?
I don't know. I don't know. It was a rumor. We don't know how true it is. That was just a rumor that was going around. But I'm like, that would have been fire.
That would have been crazy.
Fire. That would have been crazy. Exactly.
And it's crazy because think about it. If they would have pulled off the heist in the Ant-Man movie
and he died,
that'd have been hard.
I'm like, why didn't y'all do that? What is wrong with y'all?
Yo, that would have been tough.
Like one, it would have showed you how powerful he was because he beat Doctor Strange and kidnapped him. But then it would have took it a step further
because he killed Ant-Man. That's hard.
Bro,
they fumbled. Nah, but I mean, we don't know. We don't know what we're getting into. So it's only.
See, and I wonder if they're trying to take Strange off the board by taking him into the dark dimension at the end of Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
because he's powerful as fuck.
Yeah,
he's powerful, especially now. He's got the third eye and shit. He's got technically the eye of Agamotto because that's technically what it is.
Yeah.
But, he's powerful as fuck. So I wonder if they're trying to take him off the board for a little while.
So he won't interfere and let Kang do what he gotta do.
Yeah, because it's like
I see that.
Like
that's what they have to do.
Yeah. And it's like, cause I don't know, man. Cause deep down, I wouldn't mind Kang being a villain for Secret Wars, but in my heart of hearts, I'm like, bro, Doom, bro. I need to see God Emperor Doom, dog.
Nah, we have to see Doom.
Like, bro, there was a scene in Secret Wars where Thanos pulled up on Doom. Doom was like, got him. He's like all powerful type shit. Like, this is the most powerful Doom has ever been, and probably like the most powerful being at this point. Second to maybe the one above all. This nigga Thanos pulled up on him and was like, nigga, I don't care what powers you got. I'm paraphrasing, but nigga, I don't care what powers you got, nigga. Throw it out. We're gonna shoot the fade. This nigga reached into his body and pulled his spine out, bro. Yo, it was like, what's good, nigga? Like, come on, bro. Stop it.
Thanos?
To Thanos, bro.
And Thanos isn't really the most powerful.
He's not. It depends on who he's fighting. Like, I've said this before. Like, they nerfed him in the MCU.
I feel that.
Because he could wreck the Avengers without the gauntlet.
Without?
He's that powerful, bro.
See, I'm not really familiar with
he's basically
Thanos
an Eternal.
in the comics.
He's an Eternal. He's one of the most powerful on top of that.
See?
Yeah.
But they was making it seem like that nigga Thanos couldn't do nothing. Well, not couldn't do nothing, but wouldn't be able to do as much as he did do without the fucking John.
Because he didn't beat the Hulk by using it.
He had the power, John.
He had the powers, but he didn't use it.
Oh,
he just straight up used the hands, bro. He used it was good.
And that's what makes me mad about what they do with the Hulk. Yeah. Like, why was that not a balanced fight?
That fight would have probably went the same way in the comics, honestly.
Sheesh.
And then Hulk afterwards would have got mad and went into World Breaker Hulk mode. And then it would have been more of an even fight.
Tired of this smart Hulk, man. I want him to
see. I like it because it's going to be that much more satisfying when he does go World Breaker Hulk. It's going to be that much more satisfying.
Boy, he better do it soon. Because where did he go in the end of the episode?
That's what I think is about to happen, though.
Okay,
that was the whole point of it.
Okay,
well,
it's about to happen.
But yeah, so Thunderbolts. I'm not looking forward to that. Cap 4. I'm looking forward to it. Now I'm wondering, is Bucky going to be in it because he's in Thunderbolts now.
Right?
Who knows?
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy.
And I think they're trying to pair off him with Yelena, which is why I don't like him, like, not being the leader. Because, like, I don't...
They're probably also trying to get Falcon the fucking...
The
his own joint, yeah.
But the show, that was... That's my favorite part of him is their chemistry. Banter and their chemistry. Yeah, they have great chemistry, bro. Yeah. Like, honestly, it's like
you can tell they're real friends outside of.
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, look, actors are.
Oh shit!
All right, we're good now, Q.
What the fuck was I saying? Chemistry. Like you can tell, like if niggas have good chemistry, I feel like they might have some type of relationship outside of.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I just don't like buying into the whole like friends between. It's like saying rappers are friends. You feel me? None of the, no, like, bro. We no friends in the industry, bro. Your brothers ain't my brothers, man. You niggas ain't no kin to me. That's facts. They, bro. Niggas is actors out here, bro. That's just facts.
Coming from an actor.
Who, me?
No, not you.
Oh, you?
Drake.
Oh, Drake. Yeah, that's true. I thought you were saying you. I don't know. I'm retarded right now.
Oh, no. You good.
But there's no friends in this industry, bro. I just don't take any of them niggas seriously when they say, "Oh, that's my friend." I don't, honestly.
I feel that.
Because next thing you know, look, Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise were friends. Next thing you know, he's marrying his fucking wife.
Yeah,
ex-wife on some weird ass shit.
She not even like that.
She not.
She's not even mid.
She's just like, she literally looks like some white chick from Bumblefuck wherever.
Man.
Yo, that's how I'm like, Jamie, you could do so much better, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could do so much better.
I don't know.
I don't know why he's not bagging like a Megan Good, bro. Especially in that vampire movie. Yeah, she was.
Megan Good always been like that, though.
I never noticed she had ass like that, though, bro.
I never noticed the ass, but she always had the titties and cause she was in Waist Deep.
See, I'm not a tit guy though. Like
shit,
I'm just not, man. I can do with little titties. I just need the ass.
I can do with little titties, big titties, medium titties, saggy titties. I don't know about saggy titties. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's just the victory talking to everybody. Bro,
I need booty.
Yeah,
I need booty.
Yeah, booty me
Booty.
down. Booty me down.
What's that?
I don't know.
I thought you were singing a Future song.
No, it wasn't a Future song,
like
but it was a
bullshit Future would say.
You like Future?
I hate Future. Fuck that nigga.
He said, "Why don't they? Would you tell or would you try to get?"
Nah, I like that joint, dog. I did like that. I've been in the.
I told you it was a banger.
I've been in the field like the children of the court.
I told you it was a banger.
This nigga Drake said, "I'll be with my dogs." Talk about that barking over dinner.
Yes.
Yes.
He was floating on that joint, bro.
Was.
That shit is platinum. It's probably about to be two.
That joint, they playing it on the white joint all the time on 96.5.
I told you, bro. On one of these episodes, I told you that shit is. You didn't want to hear it.
I didn't know that was from his album though.
That Wait For You. That's a banger, bro.
That's the joint with Tim's, right?
Yes.
I like that joint better. She had on CLB though.
Oh my!
They come in and call me, yeah. And I love that Afro sound. You already know I've been fucking with Afro,
bro. He said, "How could I know you got me?"
See, my only problem with Drake with it though is that like he puts those niggas on definitely,
yeah,
but he overshadows them because he's Drake in my opinion, and I think they do. We'll talk about that at the end though.
Okay,
let's
say that.
But where we at? Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't believe these niggas when they be saying they friends though. I really don't.
I feel that.
I really don't.
So them niggas done had numerous like interviews and they was on talk shows together and
see, I don't be watching that shit.
Yeah, but you can see the chemistry there. That chemistry, this seems like all of them niggas are friends.
Okay.
Or not friends, but at least they have a
some type of relationship.
Yeah, you think about it. Them niggas been doing movies together since 2012.
Yeah, these are the niggas you around all the time.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I feel that.
So some of them was probably fucking.
Hey, bro, Scarlet, man.
Oh my god!
I remember Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner got in trouble because of that shit.
What?
They were like, that was during Age of Ultron because she was getting with Bruce at that point.
Yeah.
And they were like, they were like, so how do you feel about Black Widow getting with like the interviewer?
Yeah.
How do you feel about her getting with Bruce and not you guys? And Jeremy Renner was like, she's such a slut. He was talking about Black Widow though.
Yeah.
Like Black Widow. But you could tell they were joking, but he was like, she's such a fucking slut. And Chris Evans was like, yeah, slut. And they were just laughing. You could tell they were playing like white boy humor. You already know Chris Evans be on that white boy humor type shit.
But that's how they all be on. That's the type of humor that they
yeah, but you know how the fucking now the type of world we live in now. Niggas is sensitive about everything.
Yeah.
Like clearly, obviously they're not calling Scarlett Johansson a slut.
Yeah.
And obviously they're not serious about the character being a slut. They're just it's a joke.
Exactly.
It's a joke.
And see, with something like that, you can only do that with your friend.
Very true. Very true. Or work. I'll say work friend. I'll give you that work friend.
Okay, work friend.
I'll give you work friend.
Nah, even work friend to turn on you. Any friend will turn on you.
Yeah, true. I don't know, bro. I just don't be believing these niggas, man.
I feel that.
Just me.
I feel that.
That's
no,
I've seen too much with Hollywood, bro.
Yeah,
too much with Hollywood.
You be friends today, and tomorrow you beefing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Or y'all been niggas been beefing the whole time, but y'all just been pretending to get the bag.
Oh yeah, because they actors.
Yeah,
for real. It's this movie, John Tucker Must Die.
Yeah,
Ashanti was beefing with she was beefing with one of the girls in the movie.
Really?
Like they did not like each other, but they was still in the movie together.
Wow.
And from what I seen, I never saw the movie, but I seen that, and I seen one scene from there, and it looked like you could never tell. So I guess
that's what I be saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess I see what you're saying, because you could never tell.
Yeah, so but like I said, they got good chemistry. I like seeing them together. That's why I wanted Bucky to be in that movie. So that's the thing. We'll have to wait and see when they announce casting and things like that. I know the writer for Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be doing it, writing it. I forgot who they said was directing it, but what else did we get there?
D23.
Yeah, we talked about Thunderbolts. We talked about
Werewolf by Night, Secret Invasion.
We didn't talk about Black Panther.
Well, we talked about Black Panther last episode, didn't we?
Not about Shuri. Reveal Shuri's Black Panther.
I don't have a problem like you have with it.
I don't like it.
Because isn't that what happened in the comics, though?
But it doesn't make sense now at this point. It's rushed. I wanted it to happen.
But they just had to. They had to do what they had to do.
They could have brought Nakia in, bro, or Okoye. There's so many other. I would have been dope. Could you imagine if that camera, they didn't tell you who was in the suit, and that camera pans up, and it's fucking Angela Bassett? Now, if she was in the suit, I know that ass. I'm sorry, I know that. I've been watching that ass since I was a young boy, bro. That ain't Angela Bassett, because Angela Bassett, she ain't super packing back there. She got a little something back there.
A little something.
So that's I knew that wasn't her. I knew that wasn't her. Trust me. I knew it wasn't Lupita either.
Yeah.
So.
Damn.
Oh, I got another. Sure, we could talk about it at the end too.
Okay.
I just fucking did it again. I gotta move this back.
Or keep your hand off of the drum.
Yeah, I got fat ass hands.
I didn't say all that.
But yeah. I got a topic I just thought about that I want to get your opinion on.
Say that.
We'll talk. It's about the Woman King. I think I sent you that video.
You sent me, but I did not watch that video.
We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it because it's going to be a little controversial.
Okay, we're going to talk about it.
Because the ladies going to be mad. Because the ladies, especially black women, buzzing about that movie, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
Especially Viola Davis in the lead for it. Yeah.
I got a little spicy take.
Okay.
Got a spicy take.
You got a spicy take.
I don't think they're going to like it, but they need to hear it.
Oh, shit.
But all right, so let's go ahead and move away from D23. I thought it was a good turnout. We got some good things. I know people were disappointed. They felt like they didn't get as much. Overall, I thought it was a meh. It wasn't as big as Comic-Con was. I thought Comic-Con was better.
Yeah.
But regardless, we got some good tidbits out of it. Whatever. Let's talk about your mans.
Who?
Dwayne.
Let's talk about it. You liked it, though. You said it looked good.
It looks good. It looks promising but I feel like they're giving me false advertisement, and I would not be surprised by The Rock.
I don't think they're giving you false advertisement.
Because I feel like that scene, you already know what scene I'm talking about.
Yeah, he said I
kneel before nobody. I was like, oh, and then when he reached through the rocks, and he was clearly, I think they were letting you know, he's clearly killing niggas.
Yeah,
he's clearly killing niggas.
But the thing is, that's fucking with me, bro. I think it's gonna go. He's gonna be on some shit. The first act, he's gonna be on some shit. They're not gonna know what to do with him. Then that's when Dr. Fate and all of them try to fight him, and this, that, and the other. Something happens, and then Trigon comes out, and then they all team up and then fight him, but still lock Black Adam away. But he somehow becomes good.
I've heard some theories about that.
Okay.
So if that's Trigon,
I think it is.
I'm going to be mad.
You are?
I'm going to be mad.
Because you feel like it's rushed?
Yes, and here's why. Trigon shows up.
Teen Titans.
Nobody's stopping this nigga. On Earth, Trigon shows up. That's end of days.
Yeah.
Bye-bye Earth.
Yeah. I feel that.
Nobody's stopping this man unless they do some magic shenanigans with Constantine or some shit.
I feel that.
Nobody's stopping it. No, there's no punch Black Adam can throw. Nothing. Because let's be real. Superman will beat the dog shit out of Black Adam.
Yeah.
Superman can't do shit against Trigon.
I feel that.
That's where I'm like, no.
But what if they leave it on a cliffhanger?
What's the cliffhanger?
That Trigon fucks everybody up. And then that's how they bring in Superman and Shazam.
Yeah, but it's nothing they can do. That's the point. With both of them niggas, there's nothing they can do, bro. That's
I feel that.
End of days, bro. That's like, imagine like, who can I make it? I think he's a bigger threat, like on the DC side than Thanos.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure, bro.
Bro, this is like Mephisto, some shit. Go lay down. Get out of here. Go lay down. Go in the cage. Go in the cage. It's over, bro. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
That's why I saw Comics talk about this. He thinks it's Etrigan, the demon.
Oh, okay.
Which would make more sense for them because Etrigan is somebody he could beat.
Okay.
He would be a dope character to premiere him in this film. Hopefully they don't kill him, but usually DC doesn't kill their villains like Marvel does.
Nah.
And he could come back in the Justice League Dark, whatever that they're supposed to be doing. I don't know if they're actually going to do it, but and his character's dope. And then on top of that, it's a rock movie, so the villain, he could be kind of funny because when he talks, he speaks in rhyme. So that, but it's like, if it's Trigon, I'm going to be mad.
But it looked like him, didn't it?
It did. That's how I think it is him. And it's like, all right, where's Raven?
Exactly.
Where's Raven?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what's making me mad. Now,
where is Raven?
I can kind of see the cliffhanger part where maybe like, I don't know, through some miracle, they force him back into the portal or whatever that he's coming through. Because the whole thing is that Trigon can't come on Earth because she has him trapped in that crystal on her fucking forehead.
Facts.
So unless they're saying Raven hasn't existed, but then if that's the case, then you're double fucked because there's literally nothing you can do. There's no mechanism previously to contain him in the first place.
At all.
So it's like, you're fucked either way. So that's why I'm like, I hope it's not Trigon because then they're basically going to establish that Black Adam is more powerful than Trigon, or he can be a deterrent for Trigon, which is bullshit in my opinion. It's bullshit.
I'm just talking shit right now, but how would you feel? You know how Kevin Hart and The Rock are real good friends.
I swear to God, don't say it.
What?
Don't say it.
What?
If he's voicing Trigon?
No. Hell
I was about to say.
Hell no.
Don't do that. Please,
like I said, no,
God.
Fuck.
Dear God. I thought that's what she was about to say.
No, I was going to say, what if he pops up as Mr. Mexaplick or Mexaplick?
That would be funny. That would be funny. Mr. Mixer-Split-a-Lick. That would be funny, bro. That shit would be funny, bro.
Yo,
And
I'm saying.
him acting next to Henry Cavill later on if he comes back.
Exactly.
Too. That would be funny.
I'm saying, listen.
He said, who's this big nigga?
Exactly.
You
Y'all better get with me with casting and directing. Y'all better get with me.
Can't even say my name right, nigga. Get your big ass out.
That would be
Walking around in
crazy.
these tights. It would be. I'm just over. That's the only way I would be fine.
Yo,
because after that last bullshit he put out with Mark Wahlberg, I'm like, yo, no.
I like to see little TJ Henderson come back.
Who's that?
Smart guy.
Oh,
he was the one. Remember, he was one of the party bulls.
Smart.
Yeah,
he's in Black Adam.
No, he was in Me Time.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what do you want to see him as?
I thought I just said I just said that it was nice seeing him again because I really haven't seen him since in Me Time.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah. I can see that.
I have no. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm lost right now.
I said it was nice seeing him in that movie in Me Time.
What was Me Time again?
Oh man.
Oh, it just hit my mind. Yes, that was him, bro. It just hit my mind.
He had a little.
I forgot what that movie was called.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just remember he was one of the party niggas. Yeah.
I said that.
Oh, you sure did. You sure did. Damn. It wasn't registering. That's how bad that movie was, bro.
It wasn't that great.
I thought Toronto Man was a little bit better than that.
I couldn't even finish it.
Because I like Woody Harrelson. So I was just like, all right.
Couldn't even finish it. I like Kevin Hart.
And then the action sequence wasn't bad in that movie. Toronto Man.
Couldn't finish it.
You got to finish it because the action sequence at the end is actually not bad. Well, I'm like, Woody Harrelson, like, I know he's been doing action, but I would like to see him do more. Like, just stay away from superhero stuff.
He can, for sure. Please.
Please.
Whatever you do, for the love of God. Stay away from it. Cletus Clay. You're not even whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Is that what his name?
Cassidy.
Cletus Cassidy. Please don't come back.
Yeah, man. But
don't do it. Because he was good in War for Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't seen a lot of Matt Reeves' work. That's why I didn't know what to expect from the Batman. The only thing I really saw was the
Cloverfield.
Yeah. What, bro? I've never seen any of the Planet of the Apes movies outside of the original.
Oh my God.
Like the original from back in the day.
Yeah, like 1970 something.
It's like, no, you did it. No.
Listen, bro. Them Jones. Because the first one, I don't think Matt Reeves directed the first one with James Franco.
No, I forgot who did that one. But.
Yeah, whoever. I don't know. But the second and third,
I saw that one. I saw that one.
The second one?
The James Franco one.
Yeah.
That
one was good.
Bad.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Like when that nigga was like, no.
Yeah. like when I was in the movies, I wanted to go to the movies and see that. When he said no, some lady was clapping. I said, what the fuck is she clapping for? What, she got a pet monkey? Like,
yo, man, white people always clapping for animals and shit. I'm like, bitch, that's gonna be you. He gonna be saying no to. And after seeing nope, you see what them niggas can do to you.
Exactly. And that was just a motherfucking
orangutan.
That was an orangutan? That wasn't no orangutan. That was a chimp.
Oh, it was? It
I don't know.
To me.
It was a monkey.
All I know is that's some white shit. Niggas like damn, niggas would have been like, no.
That shit was crazy.
Hold on. Go lay down. Go in the cage. The fuck? Come on, bro.
Well, you can't say what the fuck. You was all petting on her.
Go in the cage.
You made her feel all lovey.
Yeah, but then she started drawing. You always got to go in the cage. Go. If I turn you to a carpet.
You don't have to say that. That wasn't necessary.
To me, it was. But yeah, so it looks promising. Just like I said, I think your theory is going to be right. Like somehow, even though they locked him up, he's going to be good. But I like the fact that we got homegirl on this, Viola Davis. Even though I'm about to shit on her later in the pot. Do not come out that cage, bro. I swear to God, if you come out the cage, get in the cage. Go.
I'm fucking crying.
Bro, lay down. Lay down.
The dog said.
Cause she be doing this shit off.
Like a Three Stooges.
Facts, bro.
Damn.
But look, I like that Viola Davis is in it. You know, that carrying through that through line, but it's like, why? Like, what's connected anymore and what's not? But whatever.
Can we talk about how Dr. Fate looks?
Fucking fire. I'll give it. That's why I'm going to see the movie. I'm straight up. That's why I'm going to go see the movie.
That's the only reason.
Yes.
Shut up.
Dr. Fate looks fucking crazy. Bro, do you know, like, there's so much, but that's also the double-edged sword, is that there's so much world building possibilities with him, but it's like they're probably going to squander it.
Damn it. Hawkeye.
They're probably going to squander it.
Hawkeye looks crazy. Hawkeye looks good.
Who?
Hawkeye. Hawkman.
His costume looks crazy, bro.
I said Hawkeye.
That's why I'm wondering who are they going to cast as Hawkwoman if they ever get around to it.
Right.
Because I'm like, if he's, you know, they casted a black dude as him, so I think they would go with the Egyptian storyline possibly. But I'm like, who would they cast as the woman?
Just put Rosario Dawson in there.
You gotta have somebody ferocious in that role, though, bro.
You do. She's valid though.
She could, but I think she's a little she's a little too old.
Okay.
She up there, bro.
But
I love her.
That nigga's old.
He's not old.
He's not old. He's not old. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. He's not old.
He's like in his 30s. She's like
40 something. Yeah. Going on 50.
And she's doing Star Wars now. She's playing Ahsoka in Star Wars. So it's like, you know, she busy. And it's TV too. So she's busy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I want somebody that could play her for like a couple movies. You feel me? So I don't know. And then she got to be like, you know, black, kind of blackish or Arab, something like that, something of color. Because back in the day, previously, I would have said Jessica Chastain.
You know, I was about to say that.
Perfect.
I need her to be Poison Ivy though. Yeah. Listen,
but I think she could pull off that sexy factor though.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain.
Either her or Bryce Dallas Howard.
See, I was gonna say Eva Green.
Okay.
She was the
okay. Yeah, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Either or, like
she's done nude stuff in the past,
Yeah.
and she has that fact. Like Eva Green just bleeds like that poison ivy thing to me.
I
like,
fuck with it.
You could see her being like a lab nerd, but then like obviously she's hot too. So.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Yeah.
Whereas like Jessica Chastain and like Bryce Dallas Howard, like
yeah.
I couldn't see them playing like roles like that. Not saying they're not beautiful, sexy women, but they don't like give that vibe to me personally.
I feel like Jessica Chastain. I feel like she'd be a good joint because I think she was in this one joint where she was like a spy or something, and she was like trying to be like real sexy or something like that. So
I never seen it.
Yeah, I seen like a little bit of it. I feel like she has it though. Like I feel like she has it. So I don't
maybe
know.
it's just the roles I've seen her in. Like I saw Interstellar, Molly's Game, shit like that.
Yeah, but shit like that, she's really like not showing that sexy side. So it's really like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like she's a talented actress.
Yeah, she is. But
so I feel like she can pull that out though.
Yeah, but you can't. You look. This coming from an ugly nigga. You either sexy or you're not. Straight up. You don't see them casting ugly niggas when they need a sexy nigga to do it. Just don't.
I mean, but I feel like she got it though, bro. I feel like she would be like,
man, you saying she got it, girl. You got it, girl.
You're funny as shit.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Yeah, I mean,
I will see, maybe. Yeah. I wanted her originally as Catwoman, as Ben Affleck's Catwoman.
Who?
Jessica Chastain. Cause she, like I said, I think she could have played like a different type, even though like, cause Catwoman gives off that sexy vibe too, as well, or Talia. But I know a lot of people. I wanted her to play some type of role juxtaposed to
Ben Affleck
in that universe.
Have they did something together?
I don't think so.
I'm just ready for that nigga to appear in Flash and Aquaman.
Bro, I love Pattinson. I love him.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel we missed something great with that Ben Affleck.
We did, bro. They
could you imagine the actors he could have cast? Like, look, I wasn't a big fan of the Deathstroke casting. They casted
Flash.
Yeah, the old Flash. They casted him, Joe Manganiello, however you say his name. I don't, because I've mostly known him from that, but mostly doing TV stuff, and he's not that great in that. So I'm like, Ben Affleck's a great director, though. He could pull a great performance out of actors, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But like just the other actors, like we already had what's his face? Jeremy Irons as Alfred. Fucking J.K. Simmons as Gordon. Like you had so many dope characters already. I'm like, who else would they have added and made it dope? Like I don't know, man.
And I love the Batman Arkham games. They was talking about that it was gonna be something similar. Well, his fight style is similar to that. Exactly.
Like, you ever seen the video where they added in the Arkham effects?
Yes,
the warehouse scene. Bro?
Yeah,
like shit is crazy,
I seen
bro.
That shit, man. I love Pattinson. Like you said, I agree 100%. I love Pattinson. We definitely should have got more of Batfleck. Yeah.
That to me is just like, oh my god, bro, that would have been. And I know a lot of people didn't like his Batman because he killed. But for me, when I saw him as what sold me with him as Batman was like how mentally broken he was. Like people don't realize how mentally broken he was. Like this nigga wanted to kill Superman, bro, just because he felt that's not Batman. And I get people felt that way, but that's like when he saw those buildings go down, that was like the last thing that like snapped. Like this nigga. That's how I wish they would have had somebody in the building that he knew, like Barbara Gordon. Somebody I know people would have been pissed because like, oh, we're not gonna get Barbara Gordon out. Whatever. Have somebody in there that he know. Maybe what's his name? Lucius Fox.
Yeah.
Somebody in there that died that he knew, and that's just like the last thing that just broke his mind.
Well, he had somebody he knew, but we ain't know him. Because he was talking to somebody on the phone.
But it has to be a character that we know. So the audience
can feel it. Yeah.
Because that was the thing. I'm like, all right, this is some random schmuck that works for him. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss. Like, it has to be somebody that we know from the lore, so we feel it too.
So my whole thing is, you said that people didn't like Ben Affleck, he was killing.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton didn't kill. Christian Bale didn't kill.
Nah, but like this was different. I will say that because I was shocked.
Motherfucking Christian Bale in The Dark Knight put the truck up went under the truck and it hit the top of the fucking bridge. Or whatever.
But you know how people but Ben Affleck's literally running around with a gun shooting niggas, bro. Well, he was.
That was a dream. That was a nightmare dream.
Yeah, and but also the fact that like this nigga was literally like, all right, you guys aren't dead yet. I'm gonna bring the gun off the Batmobile just to make sure you are. Bro, he was like, because like in the movie theater, right? In the movie theater, like when he first hit the car, I was like, all right, they're not dead. But then the gun comes out and it's shooting. I'm like, all right, they might be non-lethal bullets. And then the car explodes. Yeah, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he's killing me.
He was different. He was different, bro. He was definitely different.
But that scene, bro, you already know what scene I'm talking about. Next time your light shines in the sky, don't go to it.
Bury it.
He turns around. Do you bleed?
You will.
You will. Oh my God. That was from the trailer too, bro. That first trailer that kept. Oh my God. That movie should have been better than it was, bro.
That movie should have been one of the greatest movies of all time.
Ever.
It had the potential. But they fumbled. They fumbled a lot with that movie.
Grav and other people keep saying that should have been an Avengers thing. I don't think so. See, DC had the potential to do something different. I think they should have gave us a Batman movie, or a suit. They should have gave us Man of Steel 2. They should have gave us a Batman movie, and possibly a Wonder Woman movie, and then led into Batman versus Superman. Because I think you could have had the elements where you introduce the Justice League in that movie.
Yeah.
But don't introduce them on a fucking hard drive. That was just corny.
Yeah.
You could clearly tell the act like nigga had long hair and shit. Remember when they shot Ezra had the long hair? You could clearly tell they was like, all right, you're casting now. Come shoot your scene.
Yeah, you know? For sure.
Like my hair's long. Oh, who cares?
Fuck it.
Yeah. Like Jason Momoa's is pretty cool. His was the coolest one, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Cyborg's is trash. I hated Cyborg. I thought Cyborg was the worst one, honestly.
It was.
Jason Momoa, when he came out the ocean and shit, nigga was looking, I was like, all right. He ready.
I'm ready for that one. Aquaman 2.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Yahya Abdul, he kind of irritated me though.
What happened?
So he basically came out and said like doing superhero films is like basically a clown show. And that to me, it's like those elitist actors. It just gets on my nerves. It's like y'all niggas like starting like it's kind of like that Scorsese type of thought. Like the superhero films are just trash. Yeah, they're trash when like writers and directors make them trash, don't take them seriously. And also when actors don't take it seriously. I'm like, why are we still having this conversation after The Dark Knight?
Right.
Why are we still having this conversation after Joker? Like,
right.
It's crazy. Even shit Yaya's been in, like Watchmen. Why are we comic book films are basically science fiction. That's literally what it is.
So why did he say that if he's been in Watchmen?
I know he said it came out like he said they it was taken out of context. But it's like at the end of the day you said like comic book films are like a clown show. That's literally what you said, bro. So it's like
that's not making any sense.
I got respect for him as an actor. Well, no, a lot of those actors feel that way though. They just don't say it.
Yeah, but at the same time,
they just don't say it.
So they only doing it for the bag,
basically. But keep your fucking shut up. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, man. Like
that's how I feel.
Man. You're fucking doing it. Like if you felt that way, don't take the fucking job.
Yeah, go do some fucking Broadway shit. You want to expose your soul and whatever, be artistic. And half the time when they do that shit, they're fucking trash. That's my point.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas like was actually making. See, this is what pisses me off with that kind of sentiment. It's like these motherfuckers that run around talk about comic book films are destroying. No, your fucking trash movies were destroying cinema.
Yeah.
Before Avengers, this whole Marvel thing kicked off, people were not going to the theaters anymore until the Avengers came out and started putting asses in seats again.
Yeah, man.
Like the theater was about to die, and then streaming was bubbling up at that time too.
Yeah, man.
It's just like what y'all. They're so like some of the like this is why I say Hollywood are some of the most pompous, arrogant motherfuckers ever, bro.
I can see that.
Like they think they dictate culture. They think they dictate how people think. To some degree they do.
Yeah.
But it's like no, you're there to provide your take on it, on the film.
Yeah.
Now I do agree that the studio system nowadays kind of gets in the way of that. They can't really do that as much as they used to back in the day.
Right.
But I don't blame like comic books or comic book films for doing that. Like we've had this like the cowboy film, the cowboy era.
Yeah.
Which we got even 90s action, but we got great films out of those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Out of those eras,
for sure.
But I think comic book films are going to go on longer, and I think they're better than any of those previous genres because comic book films are literally just a subgenre of science fiction.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I like how they're exploring this shit nowadays from a science fiction lens.
And there's so many like stories that they could go with. Like this shit, like you just said, like this shit could go on. Like there's so many stories there's so many characters.
Non-superhero characters that they could do.
Exactly.
Like, so much like that. Like comic books are literally the amalgamation of two of the best forms of art, written and drawings.
Yeah.
Literally. That's why it's like so confusing to me when people shit on them like that. Like they just think that all of them are just like running around in tights and shit like that. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, seriously. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna give Black Adam a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance.
I'm gonna definitely give it a chance because I'm excited about it. You know, something is fucking Shazam. Shazam was supposed to come out.
Yeah, they delayed it, didn't they?
For Avatar. I think that was a smart move.
Yeah. James Cameron's another one.
Do you know Avatar and Shazam was about to come out the same day?
Yeah. Which that's on Shazam because Avatar, haven't they had that date for a long time?
Yeah.
Because he's been filming it for how many years now?
Exactly.
But it's like I thought the first one was mid. The only thing good about it was the technology, literally.
I just had this conversation. I agree, bro. It's nothing really
special about it. It's literally Dances of Wolves with aliens, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's really nothing that. Well, the only thing, like I said this. I said
you killed off the coolest character at the end, Stephen Lang's character. He was the coolest part of the movie.
Now I got this app, the IMDb.
Oh, it said he's coming back.
He's in there. I don't know if they're gonna do a flashback or whatever, but he's in the cast list.
We'll see.
But it's like I can name 10 movies. I can name 5 movies better than that. That should have been the best movie of all time.
Oh, yeah, the highest grossing, you mean?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, Endgame,
exactly.
Infinity War,
exactly.
The Dark Knight,
exactly.
There's so many movies where you.
The fucking Matrix is better than that movie, bro. Like, come on now.
Even in like now, I give it its props in terms of the advancement of technology and shit like that.
Paved the way.
But why do they see? That's what's infuriating to me though. They slob the fuck out of a film like Avatar, right?
Yeah.
But you got a lot of these like same type of these James Cameron types that literally just completely ignore the fronts and technology that Infinity War made. Like,
exactly.
We literally reached the uncanny valley. Like that nigga Thanos looked real, bro.
Yeah,
like,
real shit.
The reason why people connected with his character, like people forget Thanos was like he still is kind of, but at that time when Infinity War came out, he was like a pop culture like phenomenon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because of how compelling his story was, how ruthless he's, all of that. But it's like, but they could connect with him because he didn't look like some just big CGI. He looked real.
He
like,
definitely looked real.
Showed emotion, all that shit. So I don't know, man. Like James Cameron's another one that irks my soul.
Yeah.
And you froze.
Oh shit.
I don't know how long you've been frozen for. Yeah.
Let's try it one more time.
But yeah, so like James Cameron's another one. Is another director that irks my soul a lot, but I don't know, man. So, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to Shazam too. Black Adam looks good, but let's move into my spicy take, bro.
You want to take a shot?
Yeah, I mean, I got mine still in my cup. So. You already know. I was over here. I don't know how they about to feel when I say this. Now, the video I sent you, right?
Yeah.
It was talking about the bull in the video. His name's Jody's Corner. You should check his channel out. It's pretty good. But he's talking about boycotting the Woman King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And knowing the history, the history is something I've known of, kind of. The history, so you know how they're like celebrating the story of the Woman King as this like, oh, here you have a bunch of black women that fought back against colonizers and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's not actually the case. When you look at pictures of the real women, they're not holding spears and swords like they are in the movie. They're holding guns. Literal guns. What kind of guns are they holding? Winchester rifles. Where do Winchester rifles come from?
Talk to him.
America.
Oh, shit.
How did you guys get Winchester rifles? Oh, I know. You were running around, kidnapping people into slavery and selling them to the Americans for guns. And then you used that advanced weaponry against other countries and tribes that use spears and swords still to take their land and become an imperial power and basically an arm and extension of imperial power in Africa. So you literally have Hollywood praising slave catchers, literally, just because they have vaginas between their legs, literally.
And you think?
And Lupita Nyong'o was supposed to be in the movie, right?
But she said, "No, I'm not doing that." She said
no because she just finished doing a documentary and she learned about that in that documentary.
And so, what you think? Viola Davis is a sellout?
I'm not going to look. Actors are actors. That's what I say. Actors are actors. She's going to sell the movie regardless.
Yeah.
But it's like, my thing is, stop raising, like, this is the problem with the woke stuff I was talking about earlier. Like, people are such in a rush to praise a movie that they don't stop and think about shit. This is where Hollywood does. They tell idiots like that how to think. Those are the idiots that they like to tell how to think. People that just solely focus on identity and things like that.
Right.
Now, one of the things I feel like this is the narrative, and this is going to go kind of political again. You hear a lot of white people, specifically conservative white people, that like to run around and talk about, oh, like, why do people shit on white people and Americans for slavery when black people had slaves too? They sold you to us. This, that, and the third. That's an argument they like to perpetuate. It's kind of funny when you hear that, but it's like, all right, so you're literally excusing the brutality of slavery because somebody else is doing it. So do you guys want to start concentration camps too because the Nazis were doing it? And because they did it a little worse? It's okay for you to do it? But regardless. So that's an argument you hear, and they're using that as a way to drown out the actual. So people like me who are saying like, oh, you probably shouldn't make a movie praising fucking slavers, basically. Black slave catchers, basically. Probably shouldn't be making a movie praising these ones just because they're, the African Amazon women and shit like that.
And they're not going to put that in the movie because they don't want nobody to see that.
Yeah, well, people want to go see the movie. It's like making a fucking movie about, I don't know, name whatever fucked up person you want to, talk about. Like, and it's not telling the real history. It's not even like a film like Saving Private Ryan, right? I say this all the time. And this is my argument with the bull that I sent you the video about. All right, so you want to boycott the Woman King because you think it's praising slavers. It's doing something bad, right? Where was this talk with any World War II movie we make? Every World War II movie literally lies about the impact the United States had in the war. And downplays like how intertwined the Americans, especially people like Henry Ford, Bush's grandfather, was to the Nazis. But just on that front, they always make it seem like, oh, when the Americans came in, that ended World War II. Not true. The Soviet Union accounted for 86% of German casualties on the battlefield.
Y'all hear that?
And they lost over like 60 million people.
Damn.
60 million.
60 million.
The current president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, he lost his brother in the Battle of Stalingrad.
Oh, so he want blood?
I mean, not necessarily. So Putin's a complicated figure.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of people say he's trying to rebuild the Soviet Union, which is
not true.
Because he's not a communist. He's actually staunch. I wouldn't say he's anti-communist.
Okay.
But he doesn't fuck with communism. Let's just say that. God. But yeah. So there's literally, people in Russia right now. There's nobody who didn't lose somebody then, basically.
Yeah.
Everybody lost a family member in World War II. Everybody.
Feel that.
But I'm like, why are we not boycotting, any World War II film for one, downplaying the lying about history and downplaying the role that the Soviet Union played basically in winning the fucking war, for being honest.
So you're saying just don't pick and choose.
Exactly. And it's like, but it comes off like, and this is where they use like the white people screaming about, well, there were black slavers too, to drown out anybody else making any legit arguments about, just the history, the actual history.
Yeah.
Because it's a complex history. Were these people slave traders? Yes, that's true. But also in the video, he tried to play it off as if the British were the ones. And this is the bullshit narrative you hear that they're trying to push now that the Queen died and people are shitting on the Queen.
Yeah.
This narrative they're trying to push, like, oh, the British ended slavery, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. The British ended slavery for geopolitical reasons. It's not like they can't, like, because if you look at the country where they're called the Dahomey tribe or something like that. Look at the Dahomeys, which is now in modern day Benin, I believe.
Yeah.
They literally can't economically develop because they're still under basically colonial. Like, they still use the colonial franc dollar from France. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, so like literally, okay, fine. You can say these people were slave traders and shit like that, but like their country literally they didn't what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God. They didn't make advancements as a civilization. Like,
okay.
You saw them regress as a society, basically.
Okay.
That's why it's just and I know I'm getting political a little bit after I said I don't like getting political in here, but there's a guy called Michael Parenti, and he's a dope guy. You guys should check out his work. He makes this point by saying, like, there are no poor nations, in the world. Africa is not a poor nation. The Philippines is not a poor nation. These countries aren't poor. They're overexploited.
Damn.
That's the problem. Like, they have all the resources, especially a country like Africa. They have all the resources there. They've just been constantly in a state of, colonialization. But that's a point that he makes in his video. The guy's video I sent you.
What's the name? Oh, not him.
Jody, the nigga. Jody. Yeah. He makes this argument that, like, the British ended, or they were fighting against the slavery in Africa or some shit like that. Yeah, so they can push colonialism, like, literally. So it's like you have two shitty things going on at the same time. Like, this didn't make people's lives better after they were gone. It's that's what I'm saying. History, there's no heroes in history. Really, it's not. When you actually look at history, there's no heroes in history. Now, like, and also, if that's the case, if we're going to talk about people that use slave labor, like, should black people stop worshiping our Egyptian ancestors? You see the slippery slope where you get into when you start really talking about this shit?
Now, why you say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
These niggas had slaves in Egypt. Every civilization has had slaves. Every civilization. Every single one has had slaves. Every one. Now, but my point, the point I'm making is, like, if we're not supposed to celebrate the Dahomey tribe, and I'm not saying whether we should or not. I'm just saying, like, let's be consistent about it. Then let's stop celebrating our Egyptian heritage like black people like to do all the time. That's all I'm saying.
You heard it here.
So that's where it's like Viola Davis, it's like she knows. I think most of them know.
And that's why Lupita checked out.
Yeah. And
she did that documentary. Where is that?
I'll send it to you. Because he mixed it into his video. I never saw that. Because I don't pay attention. Outside of movies, I don't pay attention to these actors.
And it's crazy because that's probably a real, truthful documentary. So, like, a lot of people probably don't know about it.
Yeah.
Shit like that. That's crazy. And it's not on Netflix.
Yeah, like, when you get into, like, see, people like to take history, and everybody does. They like to take history and mold it to fit their agendas and everything like that.
Yeah.
And, but like I said, there's no heroes in history, and it's like, you're talking about complex complex issues within these countries. Whenever you talk about, colonialism and things like that, especially white people get triggered by it, especially here in America. They get so triggered by it. Like, oh, you guys just want to blame white people for everything. It's like, nah, it's just that, like, when you look at, like, this is why you have people like, for example, like Gaddafi before they killed him. You had people like Thomas Sankara before they killed him. Like, so many African leaders that talks about, we don't want aid from the West anymore. We just want independence so we can actually develop our nations.
Talk to him.
That's just straight up what it is. And it's like, going back to China again, that's one of the things they like to say about China. Oh, China's colonizing Africa, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. It's like, when you look at how, like, China approaches Africa and how the United States does, and they try to, people try to say, oh, well, you're saying one shitty option is better than the other. It's like, I don't see a country coming in, cutting, mutually beneficial deals, helping these countries develop on top of that. And oftentimes forgiving debt. They like to say that there's a debt trap in Africa a lot. Like, most of the debt that a lot of these countries can't repay comes from the West. It comes from like these IMF banks and all that shit.
Damn.
In the world, these Western privatized banks and all that. Like you have a country like Venezuela, for example, where regardless of how you feel about the country, like you literally had like the British banks seize their gold because they didn't like their leader. And they can't get the basic needs they need in their country. So like when you talk about situations like this and how like, you know, China approaches, you know, cutting these deals with Africa and things like that, it's like, and also they have a policy of letting the leaders run their country however they want to. Like, it's like the United States comes in and says, all right, look, we'll help you develop, but you got to be basically a liberal democracy, basically. Like, this, that, and the third. Like, China, it doesn't matter if you're a benevolent leader or if you're a brutal dictator. They're just there to do business to improve their country. How you run your country is on you.
Right.
So not a lot, but some of these projects that they do don't turn out well because they have corrupt leaders in the country that don't allocate the money properly. But my question is always, why do they have these corrupt leaders?
Why?
Because of colonialism. When you have the United States constantly overthrowing leaders they don't like left and right and installing these basically like thugs, these fucking hitmen, basically. Like, you look at somebody like fucking Pinochet down in South America, like even in Guatemala, they literally installed a guy who was a drug dealer. They literally extradited the ex-president of Guatemala. The United States did.
Holy shit.
Yeah, literally. So
that's deep.
But just going into all that, you have complex things when you're doing historical films like this. And like, wow, I call bullshit on the actors. Like, definitely. Like, this really made me view Viola Davis in a negative light. Like, I don't think I'll ever see her the same again. Like, it just let me know that's why I'm so in that mood today. Just so like, what's the word I'm looking for? Jaded, I guess. Like, because they're just there to make their bag. They're literally there to act. They're there to sell a movie to people. They're there to sell ideas to people. They're there, honestly, they're there to in a sense, like, brainwash people a little bit. In a sense. Because it's like, that's the thing they're pushing. You see it with She-Hulk now. You know, you see it with, like, they're pushing this strong, independent woman thing. And it's like, it's just, like, people aren't buying it. Like, it's just straight up what it is. And now it's like, we're at the point now where you guys want to, like, do this whole feminist thing that you literally have people, like worshiping literal slave traders, like black slave traders who sold out their own fucking people for guns and money and wealth. Like, bro, that's how much people don't think for themselves today.
Well, what if she didn't look too deep into that and see all of that and miss that little information? And maybe I'm trying to stick up.
A lie of omission is even worse, in my opinion. You ever seen Whiplash before?
Nah, we talked about that.
Yeah, remember the scene? Oh, damn. It was a scene where somebody was misplaying their note. And the nigga was
smacking it.
And no, that was a different one. That was the scene after. This was before that happened.
Okay.
Somebody was playing the wrong note. He had them play over and over again, and nobody would say it was them. So finally, he walked to some random nigga and was like, "Is it you?" And the nigga was like stuck. He was like, "Was it you?" And he yelled at him. He said, "I don't know." And he told him to get the fuck out. He yelled at him and told him to get the fuck out. Made the nigga cry as he's running out, right? He goes back. He was like, "By the way, he wasn't out of tune. You were so-and-so. But the fact that he didn't know makes it even worse." Bro, and that's where I'm at. It's like the fact that you don't know the history of your own, but then they'll go out there and talk like they do. Like, if you hear her doing a promotion for this movie now, she's like, "Yeah, we need to show strong." Like, me knowing a little bit about, and I'm not even that like well versed in African history, but I'm somewhat. There's so many, like, because you have so many, like, queen mothers. Like, they took that name in Black Panther. They're called Kandakes in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many of them. Even warrior, like, you could have did Queen of Monarinas.
See.
She was the leader of the ancient kingdom of Kush. She literally, like, defeated the Roman Empire, like, at the height of their power.
Damn.
From taking over Kush, the ancient city of Kush. Yeah. This bitch was hardcore. She literally lost her eye in fucking battle. Bro, this bitch was hardcore, bro. But they could have did a movie about her. There's so many others, bro. There's so much African history.
Man, but they not doing.
You know
that.
what would be dope? I would like to see 2 movies. There's 2 movies I would like to see. I would like to see a movie about Hannibal Barca.
Okay.
He's like Hannibal, like the great military leader, that there's argument on whether he was black or not, blah blah blah. See, but that's another thing too. Like people back then didn't view race and color how we do in the context now.
No.
Because like for example, like we're starting to realize that a city like Carthage, for example, or a city state like Carthage, for example, which is like it was country in northern Africa, but like in the Mediterranean area, so it was in that like sphere and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was like we're seeing evidence now that it was a mixed race civilization. Especially with it being like right there on the Mediterranean and all that shit and that trading hub area and all that.
All that.
So like they didn't view race in the context as how we view it now. Like they saw black people and people of color as other, but not the way we view it now, basically.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. Like it was a completely different context than how they viewed that shit back then. So like, and that's another thing they don't take into account with historical films, especially ancient history and shit like that. Like it's a slippery slope. And then especially in Hollywood, you're trying to tell, a compelling story, whatever, which I think the actual history is more compelling most of the time than how they depict it in the films. So.
For sure.
But yeah, man, like it's just a shame, especially somebody like Viola Davis I really looked up to, kind of.
Let me tell you something.
Even Lashana Lynch.
Who's that?
She's from Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
she's
her
in
homegirl. She's in it. Yeah, I'm like.
Let me tell you something. I'm very ignorant, so you really just gave me a history lesson because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm like, y'all niggas like, see this whole boycott thing, bro. I'm like, nigga, like, bro, if you like, we listen to rap music. Mm-hmm. We listen to a bunch of niggas talking about shooting niggas, fucking bitches, beating the shit out of bitches, like, and then film too. Like, we're gonna draw the line of this. Like, I'm at the point now. I know how to separate art from artists, and even art from history in a sense. I just want to go see this movie personally because it's not historically accurate. So in that sense, I get it. But it's like this whole boycott films. It's like, look, man, I like to make this joke all the time. If we got evidence, there's no doubting this evidence tomorrow that Michael Jackson was doing stuff to little kids, I'm still bumping Thriller like nigga, I don't care. Bro, I don't care. What does that have to do with his fucking music? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
The only reason why I don't say the same about R. Kelly is because I think he's trash.
I'm not going to say that. I'm
just not a fan of his music.
The only reason I don't think his music is trash, I think I wouldn't say the same with that, is because R. Kelly was saying the shit that he was doing in his music.
Yeah, true.
Age ain't nothing but a number. You fucking freak.
Why you say it like that, bro?
Cause man, what the fuck is he talking about? Then he's an actor. I'm fighting for my life. Nigga, shut up. He said, I don't know how to hog tie people. Well, I'm a hog tie. You're an actor, bro. Stop it, man. Stop it. You did what you did, got caught. The money wasn't coming through how these people thought it was for you to shut their mouth.
That's how it worked, though, honestly.
It wasn't coming through anymore. So, I mean, it is what it is. And another thing,
too, I hate that aspect. People are like, well, like, look, are there people that took the money and just shut up? Yes. Mm-hmm. But some people are just like, it's R. Kelly or it's Harvey Weinstein or it's this powerful, like, fuck it. I'm not going to win this. Like, whatever. I can see that mentality, honestly. God. But that's just where I'm at. So I'm not even on some, like, boycott shit. I'm just not going to go. I probably wasn't going to go see it anyway because I honestly forgot about it till I saw that video.
I'm not going to lie. I wasn't going to go see the movie anyway. I'm not. But, I mean, it wasn't for nothing. It just, I wasn't going to go see the movie. I mean, I just wasn't going to see it.
But I just find it funny that all of these, like, fucking dumbasses for the sake of, like, being, like, socially woke or socially aware or, you know, supporting strong black women. I'm like, there's so many strong black women you can support. Like, how about you just, like, how about all of you rich white liberal bitches that's talking about this movie, you know, How about y'all go pay the wage of an Amazon worker for a year, of a black woman Amazon worker? You really want to help black women? Like, how about you go do that?
You want to take a shot to that?
I'll take a shot.
That was a shot,
but that's real shit.
Not a shot. That was something. Oh, I am so sorry.
You good, bro? You good?
Salud.
You feel like going a little bit more? Because I feel like ranting a little bit more.
Nigga, let's go.
So that's my problem with She-Hulk too. It's like, bro, they're this new feminism they're pushing. You know what I like to call it?
What?
Rich white women liberalism, feminism.
Oh my God.
Y'all mad because you're making $100,000, and your male counterpart in the office is making $120,000. Meanwhile, you have a mom, single mom, 3 kids, working 3 jobs, like real women. Like, what? I don't care about your plights, bro. I really don't. And people don't care. I think that's why people really hate this shit right now. Yeah. It's not because they hate women. It's because they're watching their wives, they're watching their moms, they're watching their sisters struggling all the fucking time. And you have this rich white bitch sitting on TV talking about how she's mad because she gets catcalled and she gets $10,000 less than her 120. And look, that's not fair. Nobody's saying that's not fair. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But the fact that that's what's being put in, you know, in the main, it's like such bullshit. And then you get like dumbass extremes on the other side when they actually do portray working. It's always, especially black people, it's fucking shit like Precious, bro. Like, yo,
fucking movie.
Yeah, they do shit like that. Like, yo, what happened to families like Good Times, bro? Black families like Good Time.
Family Matters.
Broke ass families, but not. You feel me?
Yeah. They're not doing that no more.
They not. And I feel like that's why, even though I didn't like the show, I'll give a show like Blackish a little bit of credence. Even though they were more of an upper class family, you could tell they were.
They talked about a whole lot of shit though.
Yeah.
Like they touched on a whole lot of shit.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, but this is why I don't seek any type of like, outside of science fiction, I don't seek any type of like social type of, you know, talking about that shit from Hollywood anymore, because they're like completely bought by corporations now. Like, you're not going to get an anti-war movie anymore, bro. You're not going to get an Apocalypse Now anymore, or a Platoon. Like, you're not getting that shit no more. You're not getting a Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. You're not getting, especially in the age of hustle culture.
Yeah.
Niggas look at Wolf of Wall Street and think that's fun. They don't look at Wolf of Wall Street like through the lens that what Martin Scorsese is showing you right now, even though I don't think he's even saying this, because I don't think Martin Scorsese would think he's, you know, anti-capitalist or anything. I don't know how he would feel. He's making a statement about this is what capitalism, this is what how depraved these niggas are.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you find out like about niggas like Epstein. That's the world Epstein and Trump and all them niggas ran in. So it's like, but we look at that and think it's a good thing. Like, oh, that's so funny. Ha ha ha. Like,
no.
It's niggas don't like, there's 2 things I think they can't do no more. Like the war film I was talking about, like they can't do films like that anymore. And I don't think they could do parodies anymore, parody films.
Oh no.
I think they stopped working because reality became the fucking parody. But this is reality.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the crazy part.
I can see that, because when was the last like parody movie that came out?
Well, it was actually good. Like, oh, this is so absurd anymore. You know, this is so absurd. It's not anymore though.
Damn, yo. When was the last parody movie though?
I can't think of one,
real
bro.
Shit. For real.
Now they're just like direct to video because they're so bad. Because it's like, all right, like it's and so it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, just like, although, and I know this is kind of funny because we literally do a show about movies. Like, we, you know, I like movies still, but it's like I don't necessarily look to these niggas, you know, to talk about real shit anymore. It's only a select few I look to do that, and it's like,
who are the select few?
I mean, somebody like Denis Villeneuve, Ryan Coogler, definitely. It's a select few, man. And then like just whatever, you know, comes across that I peep. Honestly,
Ryan Coogler, you know what I'm saying, did shit like Creed, Black
Station.
Panther, yeah, Fruitvale Station, Black Panther, shit. I think that's it for real. Well, his main Jones, that's what it was. Let me tell you something. I'm faded.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm maybe because I didn't drink my beer yet.
Yeah, you know what? I'm on my second joint, so I'm fucking people on the live, and then people when they look at this joint, they gonna be like, "Yo, look at Shizz. He is twisted," and yes, I am.
Shit, but let's. I guess we can wrap it up there then.
Say it.
Yeah,
we wrap it up there.
I don't know, man. I don't know how people gonna feel about that Viola Davis stuff, but that's just is like it's just crazy to me, bro.
I mean, I feel like you gave a history lesson.
Yeah, now they're coming out with an Israeli superhero now in the MCU. It's like y'all. Once I got into politics, I never looked at Gal Gadot the same way. I'll say that.
For real?
Never looked at her the same way.
Wow. See, I'm not into politics at all. Like, I don't really know nothing about nothing. Bro.
Even Natalie Portman, too.
For real?
Yes.
And you would do some things to her.
I would do some things to her.
What would you do?
I can't say them on camera.
Yes, you could.
I can't.
You say a lot on camera.
You can, but they're going to take it down.
What would you do?
I'll do some things to her on camera. It's like, nah. But nah, that's a beautiful woman, man. But I looked at her a certain way when I found out her background. I was like, oh, you're on. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a beautiful woman.
It is, but
she's all right. She's just all right to me. She's meh.
You just don't like white women. That's what it is.
It's not true.
That is true.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
I love black women. I love them.
Don't do that.
I do.
Don't do
but
that.
At the same time,
don't patronize me.
These listen. It's a lot of female actresses that I love. Margot Robbie is top 10. Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel's fine.
Top 10.
Jessica Biel's fine.
Jennifer Aniston is a top 10 old head.
She all right. What's Ryan Reynolds' wife's name? What's her name?
Blake Lively. She's tough. So, I mean, the white women are attractive.
Yeah. Just for me, man, I just look at it like I'm so varied with my taste in women, bro. Like within my top 5 consist of Scarlett Johansson and Sanaa Lathan, bro. Like,
I just love black women, bro. I'm not gonna say I don't know what it is because I know what it is.
I just love women. I don't got a type, man.
I love my girl.
Why you do that?
Because I was saying a lot just now.
Yeah.
I was saying a lot just now.
She gonna be watching this with you. You gonna be like, "What? I said I love you."
But she know I love her.
Yeah.
She know I love her.
Yeah. But we'll go ahead and close it out there before I say some reckless shit.
Cause it's coming.
Yeah. As always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. All that. Look out on the channel. I'm gonna be having some video essays coming on the channel soon. Shizz is gonna have some shit coming on here. We working here.
Yeah, we working,
now, bro. We working. So
we working.
Look out for that stuff coming soon.
Yes, sir.
And yeah. Until next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
The live is still on though.